Dr. Ta Kim was tired. He had been checking supplies in the storage bay of the spaceship Horizon for 6 hours. His job as the ship's xenobiologist, a person who studies alien life, was usually more exciting. But today, he was just counting boxes. Only 10 more crates, he said to himself, pushing his glasses up his nose. The next crate came from the Miveri. The aliens humans had met 3 weeks ago. The Miveri were tall, blue beings with 4 arms and friendly personalities. This was humanity's first contact with aliens, and so far, it was going well. Tai opened the crate, expecting to find the soil samples he had asked for. Instead, he saw something strange. A small ball of fur that glowed with soft blue light. The ball, about the size of his fist, moved slightly. "Hello there," Ta said, surprised. "What are you doing in this box?" The fur ball uncurled, showing 2 tiny black eyes that blinked at him. It made a soft humming sound. Ta knew he should report this right away. Unknown alien life forms could be dangerous. But the little creature looked so harmless, so cute. "I should put you in a containment unit," he said. But instead, he gently picked up the ball of fluff. It felt warm in his hands and vibrated slightly. Its glow brightened. "I think you like me," Ta smiled. "I'll call you Bomb. It means spring in my language." Ta quickly finished his work and sneaked Bomb to his quarters, hiding the creature in his jacket. He set up a small box with a soft cloth for Bomb to rest in. "Now, what do you eat?" he wondered. He tried offering various foods, a piece of apple, some bread, even a protein bar. Bomb showed no interest in any of them. 3 days passed. Ta kept Bomb hidden in his room, but he was getting worried. The creature hadn't eaten anything, and its blue glow was getting dimmer. Captain Jisoo Park called Tai to the bridge that morning. "Dr. Kim, the Miveri ambassador reports something missing from one of their gift crates," Captain Park said, her face serious. "They describe it as a small glowing creature. Would you know anything about this?" Tay's face turned red. "Captain, I can explain." "So you do have it," she said, sighing. "You know protocol, Dr. Kim. Unknown alien life forms must be reported immediately." "I know, Captain, but it seemed harmless, and I wanted to study it first," Ta said. "The problem is, it's not eating. I'm afraid it might be dying." Captain Park frowned. "Show me this creature." In Ta's quarters, Captain Park looked at Bomb. The once bright blue ball now glowed only faintly. "It's actually quite beautiful," she admitted. "I've named it Bomb," Ta said. "You named it?" Captain Park shook her head. "Dr. Kim, you're too attached already. Please, Captain, let me keep studying it. This could be important for our understanding of alien life forms." Captain Park thought for a moment. The Miveri said these creatures are common on their world. They seemed more amused than upset about it being here. She paused. "Fine. You can continue studying it, officially. But if it poses any danger—" "It doesn't," Ta said quickly. "If it poses any danger," she continued firmly, "it goes into containment." "Understood." "Yes, Captain." "Thank you." Ta smiled with relief. Captain Park looked at the dimming creature. "Your first priority is figuring out what it eats. It doesn't look well." After she left, Tai gently stroked Bomb. "Don't worry. I'll figure out what you need." But as days passed, Bomb's glow grew fainter and fainter. Ta tried every food on the ship, but nothing worked. He was running out of time. He needed help. Ta decided to talk to Sung Lee, the ship's nutritionist. If anyone could solve this mystery, it would be Sung. Ta picked up the weakly glowing Bomb. "Hold on, little one," he whispered. "We're going to figure this out." Ta knocked on Sung Lee's door. The ship's nutritionist opened it, looking tired. "Ta, it's late. What do you need?" Sung asked. Then he noticed the dimly glowing ball in Ta's hands. "What is that?" "This is Bomb," Ta said quickly. It's an alien life form from the Mivari. Captain Park knows about it. But I need your help. Bomb isn't eating anything, and I don't know what to do. Sung's eyes widened with interest. Bring it in. Inside Sung's lab, they placed Bomb on a clean table. The creature's glow was very weak now. I've tried every kind of food on the ship, Tai explained. Plant foods, meat, processed foods. Nothing works. Sung studied the small creature. Maybe it doesn't eat like we do. Not all life forms consume solid food. He tapped his chin thoughtfully. What have you noticed about it so far? Ta thought for a moment. It gets more active when I turn on the lights, and its glow was strongest when I first found it in the cargo bay near the ship's power cells. Interesting, Sung said. He picked up a small device from his desk. This is a light meter. Let's see how Bomb reacts to different types of light. They started with regular room light. Bomb showed little reaction. Then they tried ultraviolet light, infrared, and various colored lights. When Sung shone a specific blue light, Bomb suddenly moved. Its fur stood up slightly, and for a brief moment, its glow brightened. Did you see that? Ta said excitedly. I did. Sung nodded. Let's try a different wavelength. They tested more lights. Bomb reacted most strongly to a very specific frequency of blue light, then to certain red wavelengths, and finally to a particular green light. I think, Sung said slowly, that Bomb doesn't eat food. It absorbs light, specific wavelengths of light. Tay's eyes widened, like photosynthesis in plants, but more complex. Exactly, Sung agreed, but not just any light. Very specific light frequencies. They worked through the night, creating a special light box with the exact wavelengths Bomb responded to. When they placed Bomb inside, the change was immediate. The creature began to vibrate happily, and its glow grew stronger. It's working, Ta exclaimed. By morning, Bomb was glowing brightly again, moving around with energy. Its fur was fuller, and the blue light it gave off seemed almost cheerful. I think we just figured out what an alien pet eats, Sung said, smiling. Ta nodded. The Mivari sun must produce these exact wavelengths, and the cargo bay where I found Bomb was near power cells that give off similar energy frequencies. Earth animals eat plants and meat, Sung said, but Bomb eats light. It makes perfect sense for a space-traveling species. Light is everywhere in the universe. Captain Park visited the lab that afternoon. Her eyes widened when she saw the brightly glowing Bomb. It looks much better, she said, watching Bomb roll around in its light box. Bomb doesn't eat food, Captain, Ta explained excitedly. It consumes specific wavelengths of light. That's why it was dying. I was trying to feed it the wrong thing entirely. Captain Park looked impressed. Good work, both of you. This is exactly the kind of discovery we're out here to make. She studied the happy creature. The Mivari delegation will be arriving at our next stop. Perhaps they can tell us more about these light eaters. Light eaters, Tay repeated. I like that. Sung was already taking notes. We should catalog exactly which wavelengths it prefers and how much energy it needs daily. Ta gently petted Bomb, who hummed with contentment. Sorry I tried to feed you apples, little one. Now we know what you really need. As Bomb glowed happily in its light box, Ta couldn't help but wonder what other surprises this small alien creature might have in store. One thing was certain. Humans had just learned that life in the universe was even more varied and fascinating than they had imagined. The Horizon docked at the Mivari space station 1 week later. The huge ring-shaped station spun slowly around a small moon. Colorful lights blinked along its curved surface. Captain Park called all crew members to the main hall. Today we meet officially with the Mivari leadership, she said firmly. This is a historic moment for humanity. Everyone must be on their best behavior. She looked directly at Ta. And no unauthorized aliens on board. Dr. Kim, your pet stays in your quarters. Yes, Captain, Tai agreed. But he felt bad about leaving Bomb alone. The small creature had grown attached to him, following him around his room and humming when he talked. In his quarters, Ty placed Bomb in the light box. "I'll be back soon," he promised. "Be good." The meeting with the Maveri took place in a large round room. The walls shimmered with strange colors. 5 tall, blue-skinned Maveri stood waiting for the humans. Each had 4 long arms and large, gentle eyes. The leader stepped forward. "I am Ambassador Zelk. Welcome to our humble station." Captain Park bowed slightly. "We are honored to be here." The talks began well. The humans and Maveri discussed trade, science, and future visits. Tai listened carefully, especially when they talked about Maveri biology. Then things got tense. The Maveri wanted to visit Earth soon, but Captain Park said they needed more time to prepare humans for first contact. "Our people need time to adjust to the idea of alien life," she explained. Ambassador Zelk's skin darkened slightly, a sign of disappointment, Ta guessed. "We understand," Zelk said, "but we had hoped." Suddenly, the door slid open. A small, glowing blue ball rolled into the room. "Bomb," Todd gasped. Somehow, the creature had escaped his quarters and found its way to the meeting room. Captain Park's face turned red. "Dr. Kim, I specifically ordered." But she stopped when she saw the Maveri's reaction. All 5 aliens made a musical sound. They were laughing. Ambassador Zelk bent down, all 4 arms extended. Bomb rolled happily to the alien and bounced up and down. "Illuminal," Zelk said with delight. "You have been caring for Illuminal." Ta stepped forward nervously. "Yes, Ambassador. It was accidentally shipped in one of your crates. We call it Bomb." Ambassador Zelk picked up Bomb gently. "And it is healthy." "How remarkable." The other Maveri gathered around, making soft clicking sounds of approval. "Forgive me, Ambassador," Captain Park said, "but what exactly is Illuminal?" Ambassador Zelk held Bomb up. The creature glowed brightly in the alien's hands. "Luminals are special beings on our world," Zelk explained. "They are not pets as you might understand them, but they are not wild animals either. They are companions, signs of good fortune." Tai spoke up. "It was very difficult to figure out what Bomb eats. We finally discovered it consumes certain wavelengths of light." The Maveri looked at each other, impressed. "You discovered this on your own?" one of them asked. "Without guidance?" "Yes," Ta said. "Our ship's nutritionist, Sungli, helped me create a special light box with the right wavelengths." Ambassador Zelk handed Bomb back to Ta. "This is most remarkable. Many Maveri spend years learning to care for luminals properly. That you humans figured it out so quickly speaks well of your species." The tension in the room disappeared. The Maveri began asking excited questions about how the humans had cared for Bomb. Captain Park gave Tai a small smile and a nod of approval. By the end of the meeting, the Maveri had agreed to wait before visiting Earth. In exchange, they would share information about luminals and other life forms from their world. As they left the meeting, Captain Park walked beside Ta. "Sometimes," she said quietly, "mistakes turn out for the best." Ta nodded, holding Bomb gently. The little luminal glowed brightly, as if proud of helping forge a bond between 2 very different species from across the stars. 3 months later, the Horizon returned to Earth. The ship landed at the new Space Center in Seoul, South Korea. Hundreds of people cheered as the crew walked down the ramp. They were heroes, the first humans to meet aliens and return safely. Ta held a special container as he walked. Inside, Bomb glowed bright blue, bouncing with excitement. The Maveri had given permission for Tai to bring the luminal to Earth for study. "Dr. Kim," reporters called. "Is that an alien in your box?" Ta smiled but kept walking. Captain Park had told the crew not to talk to reporters yet. First, they needed to meet with world leaders and scientists. At Seoul National University, a new building waited for them. The sign on the door read, Xenobiology department. Ta would work here now, studying alien life forms. Inside, a woman with short black hair greeted him. Dr. Kim. Welcome back to Earth. I'm Dr. Du-Yan Kang, your new research partner. Ta smiled. Nice to meet you. And this is Bomb. He opened the container. Bomb rolled out onto the table, its blue glow filling the room. Du-Yan gasped. It's beautiful, she said. The reports didn't do it justice. Bomb is a luminal, Tai explained. It eats light, specific wavelengths that match the Miveri sun. Du-Yan looked worried. Will it be able to survive here? Earth's sun is different. That's our first challenge, Ta nodded. The light box I made on the ship works, but it's small. Bomb needs more space. Over the next week, Tai and Du-Yan worked on building a proper habitat for Bomb. They used the information the Miveri had shared about luminals to create a room with special lights that matched the exact wavelengths Bomb needed. This will be better than the light box, Du-Yan said, checking the light settings one last time. They placed Bomb in the new habitat. At first, the luminal moved slowly, exploring the space. Then it began to glow brighter than ever before. It bounced high and spun in circles, making a happy humming sound. I think Bomb likes it, Tai laughed. Du-Yan recorded everything on her tablet. Its energy levels are higher than your records from the ship. The habitat is working perfectly. The university let them post a short video of Bomb online. By the next morning, the video had been watched 10 million times. Everyone wanted to know about the alien pet that ate light. Bomb has more fans than any movie star, Du-Yan said, showing Ta the comments people had left on the video. More scientists came to see Bomb. They asked endless questions about luminal biology. How did Bomb convert light into energy? Could it survive in different environments? Did it have a brain? Tai answered as best he could, but the truth was, they still had much to learn. One day, a group of visitors arrived from the newly formed space agency. Among them was a tall blue figure, a Miveri diplomat, the first to visit Earth. I am Kelm, the Miveri said, bowing slightly. I have come to see how our little luminal friend is adapting to Earth. Todd proudly showed Kelm the habitat they had built. We tried to make it as close to a Miveri environment as possible. Kelm studied the setup, all four hands moving over the controls. Most impressive. Many Miveri could not have done better. You humans have a remarkable ability to care for beings very different from yourselves. Du-Yan smiled. That's what we do best, adapt and learn. Indeed, Kelm agreed. That is why the Miveri Council has decided to allow more cultural exchange with Earth. Your care of this small luminal has convinced them that humans understand the importance of respecting all forms of life. Ta looked at Bomb, who was showing off by spinning and glowing brightly for the visitors. Sometimes, he said, the smallest things make the biggest difference. Outside the lab, reporters waited to interview Earth's first alien pet caretaker and to catch a glimpse of the little ball of light that was helping build peace between two worlds. 6 months passed. Bomb was happy in its habitat at Seoul National University. Tai and Du-Yan learned more about luminals every day. They discovered that Bomb could change the color of its glow slightly to show different feelings. Blue meant happy, purple meant tired, and green meant hungry for more light. One morning, a message arrived from the Space Center. Another alien ship is coming to Earth, Ta told Du-Yan excitedly. They're called the Thalax. They want to meet humans too. Du-Yan looked up from her computer. Do the Thalax know the Miveri? Yes, Ta nodded. They're trading partners. The Miveri told them about us. 3 days later, the Thalax ship landed. The Thalax were shorter than humans, with gray skin and large round eyes. Their ambassador, Lith, visited the university with a special gift. We bring you a token of friendship, Lith said, opening a round container. Inside was another luminal. This one glowed soft pink instead of blue. We thought your luminal might enjoy some company, Lith explained. This is a female from our world. The luminals live on many planets in our galaxy. Tai was surprised. You have luminals on your planet too? Yes. Lith nodded. They follow starlight across the universe. Where there is light, luminals can live. Tai and Du Yun carefully placed the pink luminal in Bomb's habitat. At first, Bomb stayed in one corner, watching the newcomer from a distance. The pink luminal did the same. They're shy, Du Yun said, smiling. But that night, something amazing happened. The security cameras recorded everything. Bomb slowly moved toward the pink luminal. Then, both creatures began to glow brighter. They circled each other, their light pulsing in a pattern. Blue, pink, faster and faster. Then they touched, and a flash of white light filled the habitat. When Tai arrived the next morning, he found Bomb and the pink luminal sitting close together. They seemed to like each other, he told Du Yun. She checked the camera footage and gasped. Tai, you need to see this. They watched the video of the light display together. What was that? Ta wondered. I think, Du Yun said slowly, we just saw a mating ritual. A week later, their guess was proven right. Next to Bomb and the pink luminal were 5 tiny balls of fluff, each glowing a soft purple color. Babies, Ta exclaimed. Bomb is a parent. They called both the Mivari and Thalax representatives to the lab. When the aliens saw the baby luminals, they were shocked. This is unprecedented, Kelm the Mivari said with wide eyes. Luminals have never bred in captivity before. Not on any world. Lith the Thalax nodded in agreement. We have tried for many years to help them reproduce in our care. We failed. Yet they have done so here, on Earth. Du Yun was recording data from the habitat. The babies are healthy. They're already absorbing light. Why did they breed here and not on your worlds? Tai asked the aliens. Kelm thought for a moment. Perhaps because you created a perfect balance of light wavelengths. Or perhaps they sensed they were safe here. Or perhaps, Lith added, it is because humans care for them differently. You treat them as friends, not just as good luck symbols. The news of the baby luminals spread quickly. Scientists from around the world wanted to study them. But Tai and Du Yun were careful to protect the new family. They need time to grow, Ta said, watching the babies roll around the habitat. Their purple glow was getting stronger each day. Du Yun smiled. We didn't just learn what an alien pet eats. We learned how it lives, how it communicates, and now, how it creates new life. Kelm placed one of his 4 hands on the habitat glass. This is a good sign for relations between our species. Life finds ways to connect, even across the stars. The baby luminals glowed brightly, as if agreeing with the Mivari's words. 2 weeks after the baby luminals were born, a problem started. The Mivari and Thalax leaders began to argue about who owned the babies. Luminals are sacred to the Mivari people, Ambassador Kelm said during an emergency meeting. All luminals in the galaxy belong under our protection. The Thalax representative, Lith, shook her head. The mother luminal came from Thalax. By our laws, the offspring belong to us. Tai and Du Yun sat quietly, watching the aliens argue. Captain Park was there too, now promoted to Admiral. She had been called in to help solve the problem. The baby luminals were born on Earth. Admiral Park pointed out, shouldn't humans have some say in this matter? Both alien groups turned to stare at her. This is a matter between spacefaring civilizations, Kelm said. With respect, humans are too new to space travel to understand. The argument grew louder. The Mivari threatened to cut off trade with the Thalax. The Thalax threatened to leave the Galactic Trade Alliance. Both sides demanded that Earth hand over all the luminals immediately. Min Choi, Earth's top diplomat, had been listening quietly. Now he stood up. Friends, he said calmly, perhaps I can offer a human perspective. The room fell silent. On Earth, Min continued, we had a long history of animals living with humans. We call them domesticated animals. Cats, dogs, horses, all began as wild creatures, but chose to live with us over thousands of years. Min showed pictures of different Earth pets on the big screen. In the beginning, these animals came to humans for food or safety. Over time, they changed. They became different from their wild relatives. They adapted to life with humans, and humans adapted to life with them. The aliens listened with interest. We never really owned these animals, Min explained. We formed partnerships with them. Both sides benefited. Min showed a final picture, Bomb with its babies. The luminals chose to have babies here because they felt safe. They trust us. Isn't that more important than who owns them? The room was quiet for a long moment. Then Kelm spoke. The human makes an interesting point. Perhaps ownership is not the right way to think about luminals. Lith nodded slowly. On my world, we have a saying. The light belongs to all who bask in it. Perhaps luminals are the same. Min smiled. I suggest a compromise. The baby luminals will stay on Earth until they are grown. Then, one will go to the Mivari, one to the Tholax, one will stay on Earth, and the parents can decide where the other two go. The aliens looked at each other. Finally, they agreed. A wise solution, Kelm said. Humans have a unique way of seeing problems. Later, Tai, Du-Yin, and Min watched the luminal family glowing happily in their habitat. How did you think of that solution? Tai asked Min. Min smiled. I have 3 children. When they fight over a toy, I don't give it to just one child. I find a way for them to share or take turns. Du-Yin laughed. So you treated advanced alien civilizations like children. Sometimes, Min said, the simplest solutions are the best. Children and diplomats have more in common than you might think. Admiral Park joined them. The Earth Council is pleased. This could have turned into a serious problem. Instead, it's bringing our 3 species closer together. Todd watched as Bomb gently rolled one of the babies toward a bright spot of light. It's strange to think, he said, that figuring out what an alien pet eats led to all this. That's how big things often start, Min replied, with one small question that leads to many more. 1 month after the diplomatic agreement, Ta noticed something strange. The baby luminals were growing fast, but they didn't use the special light box as much as Bomb, and the pink luminal did. Du-Yin, look at this, Ta said, pointing to his datapad. The babies are spending more time near the window than under the special lights. Du-Yin checked her own readings. You're right, and their energy levels are still good. That doesn't make sense. They watched the baby luminals closely. The little purple balls liked to sit in the sunlight coming through the lab window. They glowed brightly there, even though Earth's sun was different from the Mivari and Thalax suns. Could they be adapting? Ta wondered. To test this idea, Tai and Du-Yin set up a small area with only Earth sunlight. No special lights. They put one baby luminal there for 1 hour. Its energy readings are staying strong, Du-Yin said, surprised. It's actually absorbing Earth's light spectrum. They ran more tests. All 5 babies could absorb Earth's natural light. But Bomb and the pink luminal still needed the special light box. The babies were born here, Ta said. Maybe they adapted to Earth's light while they were developing. Tai called Jun Ryu, a famous space explorer who had studied life on many planets. Jun came to the lab the next day. He was older, with gray hair and kind eyes. Fascinating, Jun said after seeing the data. The luminals may be the galaxy's most adaptable species. What do you mean? Du-Yin asked. Jun pointed to the babies glowing in the sunlight. Think about it. Luminals travel through space. They need to survive on many different worlds with different suns. The adults are specialized for their home worlds, but their babies can adapt to new environments. Like how human babies can learn any language, but adults find it harder, Ta suggested. Exactly, Jun nodded. I believe luminals evolve very quickly to match the energy sources of wherever they are born. They shared this discovery with the Mivari and Thalax. Both alien groups were amazed. This explains why luminals are found on so many worlds, Ambassador Kelm said. They adapt to each new star system. Lith, the Thalax representative, looked thoughtful. Yet they never adapted this quickly in our care. Again, something about Earth is special. Jun had a theory. Maybe it's because humans let the luminals explore naturally. You both kept them in controlled environments with artificial light only. The aliens considered this. Humans do have a strange way of caring for other species, Kelm admitted. You give them freedom, yet also protection. Word spread about the adaptable baby luminals. Scientists from Earth and other worlds wanted to study them. The luminals became symbols of adaptation and survival. One day, Todd found Du Yan looking sad while watching the babies play. "What's wrong?" he asked. "In a few months, we'll have to give some of them away," she said. "I've grown attached to them all." Ta smiled gently. That's part of caring for them. Like parents watching their children grow up and leave home. "I know," Du Yan nodded, "but I'll miss them." Jun, who was visiting again, overheard them. "This is why humans are good caretakers," he said. "You form real bonds with other species. You see them as individuals, not just as interesting biology." Ta watched the baby luminals roll and glow in the Earth's sunlight. They were changing, growing, becoming something new, a type of luminal that could live naturally on Earth. "Life finds a way," Ta said quietly, "even across the stars. And humans help it along," Jun added with a smile. 2 months after discovering the babies could eat Earth's sunlight, Ta noticed something else strange. The room with the luminal habitat was always cleaner than other labs. The air felt fresher, and plants in the room grew better. "There's something special about this room," Ta told Du Yan. "I think it's the luminals." Du Yan agreed. "Let's test the air and light in here." They set up sensors around the lab. The results surprised them. The light in the room was different from normal sunlight. It was pure, with no harmful rays. "The luminals aren't just eating light," Du Yan said excitedly. "They're cleaning it." Further tests showed that the luminals absorbed harmful radiation and only released clean, safe light. The babies were even better at this than their parents. Tai and Du Yan invited scientists from around the world to see their discovery. Among them was Jun Kim, a young engineer who specialized in environmental cleanup. Jun was amazed by the luminals. "This could be huge for Earth," he said. "We have many places with harmful radiation that we can't clean up." "What do you mean?" Tai asked. "Old nuclear accident sites, polluted areas, places too dangerous for people to live," Jun explained. "If the luminals can clean radiation, they could help make these places safe again." With permission from the alien ambassadors, Jun ran a small test. He brought a box with a tiny amount of radioactive material, safe enough to handle briefly but still harmful over time. He placed it near the habitat. The baby luminals immediately moved toward it. Their purple glow brightened as they pressed against the glass wall nearest to the box. After 1 hour, the radiation levels in the box had dropped by half. "It's working," Jun said. "They're absorbing the radiation and converting it into safe light." News of this discovery spread quickly. World leaders called emergency meetings. This was bigger than anyone had expected. The cute alien pets that ate light could help solve one of Earth's biggest problems: cleaning up pollution. Jun worked with Tai and Du Yan to design special habitats that could be placed in polluted areas. The luminals would live safely inside while cleaning the radiation outside. "But we only have 7 luminals," Du Yan pointed out. "That's not enough to clean up many places." "We'll need more," Tai agreed. "Maybe the Mivari and Thalax will help." To their surprise, both alien species were happy to share more luminals with Earth. They even offered to help breed more babies adapted to Earth's environment. "Your discovery benefits all our worlds," Ambassador Kelm said. "This is what cooperation between species should look like." 3 months later, Hajum's team was ready to test the first luminal environmental purifier at a small radiation site. The device was a beautiful glass dome with 20 luminals inside. Special machines moved them around the site to clean different areas. People watched from a safe distance as the luminals glowed brightly, absorbing harmful radiation and releasing clean light. "It's working even better than we hoped," Hajum said, checking his instruments. "The radiation levels are dropping faster than predicted." That night, Tai, Du-Yin, and Hajum celebrated their success. "To think," Ta said, "all of this started because we wondered what an alien pet would eat." Du-Yin smiled. "And now we know they don't just eat light, they improve it." "This is why exploration matters," Hajum added. "You never know what you'll discover that might change everything." The luminals glowed brightly in their habitat, as if they understood how important they had become to their new human friends and to the future of Earth itself. 5 years passed since the first luminal came to Earth. Much had changed. Luminal environmental purifiers now cleaned radiation at sites around the world. The once dangerous places were becoming safe again. Plants grew, animals returned, and some people even moved back to their old homes. Tai, now the head of the xenobiology department, sat in his office reviewing reports. The door opened, and Du-Yin rushed in. "Ta, there's an emergency call from the Miveri," she said, her face worried. They hurried to the communication room. On the big screen was Ambassador Kim. The Miveri looked upset. "Dr. Kim, Dr. Kang, we need your help," Kim said. "There has been an accident on our colony world, Miva 3. A power station exploded. Radiation is spreading across the main city." "How bad is it?" Tai asked. "Very bad," Kelm replied. "Thousands of Miveri are in danger. Our methods cannot clean the radiation fast enough." Tai and Du-Yin looked at each other. They knew what to do. "We can help," Ta said. "We'll bring our luminal purifiers." Within 2 days, Earth prepared a rescue mission. Admiral Jisoo Park would lead it on the new starship Unity *. Tai, Du-Yin, Hajun, and a team of scientists joined her. They brought 300 luminals in special transport habitats. The journey to Miva 3 took 1 week. When they arrived, they could see the problem immediately. The dark cloud hung over the largest city. Sensors showed dangerous radiation levels. The Miveri greeted them with 4-armed salutes. "We are grateful for your help," the colony leader said. "But can your small creatures really make a difference? The affected area is very large." Admiral Park smiled. 5 years ago, we had no idea what an alien pet would eat. Now we're using that knowledge to save lives. Never underestimate human ingenuity or the power of luminals. The Earth team set up 50 large luminal purifiers around the city. Each dome held 6 luminals. Hajum connected them to a central control system. "Ready to begin," he announced. The luminals glowed brightly as they started absorbing the radiation. The original bomb and its mate were in the central dome, now older but still strong. Their Earth-born children led the other domes. On screens, the team watched as radiation levels began to drop. "It's working faster than expected," a Miveri scientist said with surprise. "How is this possible?" "The luminals breeding on Earth have grown stronger," Du-Yin explained. "Each generation adapts better to cleaning radiation." For 3 days, the luminals worked without stopping. The dark cloud over the city thinned and disappeared. Radiation dropped to safe levels. The Miveri citizens could return to their homes. The colony leader bowed deeply to the human team. "You have saved our city, our people. How can we repay you?" Admiral Park shook her head. "There is no need. Friends help each other." Later, at the celebration dinner, an old Miveri approached Ta. "I have lived for many cycles," he said. "I have seen many species join the galactic community, but none have surprised us like humans." "What do you mean?" Tai asked. "Most species advance by building bigger weapons or faster ships, The old Maveri explained. But humans, you advance by caring for things different from yourselves. You asked what an alien pet would eat, and that simple question led to saving our city. Ta smiled. That's just who we are. On the journey home, Admiral Park found Tai in the ship's garden. He was watching bomb play with some young luminals. You know, she said, when you first smuggled that little alien onto my ship, I was angry. I remember, Tai laughed. Now look at what came from that small act of curiosity, she said, gesturing to the stars outside. Humans have much to offer the galaxy, Ta. Not because we're stronger or smarter, but because we care. Bomb glowed bright blue, as if agreeing with her words. The little alien that once fit in Ta's palm had changed the relationship between worlds, all because one human had wondered, what would an alien pet eat?